Hi everyone, I thought I'd just do a quick update on my recording set of video logs, bring you up to date with where we are. I'm in the middle of recording, as I've said. We're working on putting in the parts to the first song, so I thought I'd show you the rough process that I'm using. First of all though, a note for one of my patrons who was asking about the equipment that I was discussing in my last video. He was asking about the Focusrite Scarlett and whether it actually has a direct monitor capability. And the answer is yes, it is this function here. That's the on-off for the direct monitor. So there you go. Hope that was of interest. Right, on to the recording. Let's take a look. So as mentioned before, my writing actually starts in a program called Guitar Pro, where I write out all my parts and see how they work together. Now from there I can actually export the music as MIDI files, and I export them into Cubase, which is the music recording software I use. So down here we can see the MIDI files that have been brought into Cubase. Now my only reason for having them here is they provide me a guide as to where all the parts are and what parts to go to and how the song should be coming together. As to the actual recorded parts, these are up here. Now you see what we have, you'll notice there's some coloured lines and some grey lines. The grey lines are the actual recordings. The coloured lines are the parts that would be in the song. So these are these grey ones are different takes, and the method I come up with for recording, basically to avoid just recording take after take after take after take, which I would do and end up with far too many takes to actually be able to listen back through without being fatigued, is I'll do three takes going through of any particular section or part. I'll then do one more take where I break down the part into its sort of subparts, if you like. You know, if it was a 4-chord part, I'd break it down into each of the chord changes, and I'll play each of those little parts separately. And that, having three different takes, usually gives me plenty of material to put together a good take, which is what you see in the coloured part. So we can see in this part here, it looks like I've used take 3 with a little bit from take 2 as well to create this part up here. Generally speaking, that's going to give me something that's 80 or 90% good enough. It probably might need a few little tweaks, maybe a few little bits of re-recording at a later date, but for now it provides me a good strong part that I can build the rest of the song around. You can see on the yellow part there, I've done the same on a second part, and again it looks like I've used take 3 with a bit of take 2 again. So that's how I've built up these parts. Now these are just recorded guitar parts. There are going to be other parts that will be recorded differently, such as the MIDI keyboards, and I need to input other instruments as well. So I can keep you posted on those as they go on, but that's my basic process. 3 takes, 3 full takes, and then if you like a parts take, and then I put together a composite of those to create the actual line that gets, well, possibly used in the recording, but certainly in building the track. So there we go. It's a fairly simple little process. It's not rocket science. That's how I put it all together. I'm still working on this at the minute. As you can see, I'm just putting guitar parts in, so there's plenty more to be done, which I'd better get on with. And I will bring you up to date with more news as it occurs in the next recording video log. Okay, see you then. Bye.